Hey everybody, and welcome back to our family channel. On this video I have my husband with me and my son because he woke up from his nap before we could get it started and whatnot. But today's video, we're going to be talking about how we knew each other, was the one, what made us realize we wanted to be with each other and get married, and how we knew we were in love with each other. And we're going to get started. So the first question is, how did you know that I was the one for you?
Well, after the last time we got back together, just kind of clicked. At that time, the whole time we were separated, I realized I never tried to talk to anybody else. Thought about you here and there, and then when we got back together, I just knew that you were it.
Yeah, so a little bit of backstory on that. We got together, and I broke up with him because he was like, in nice terms, he was so nice, like scary nice, and it kind of freaked me out. And yeah, that was when we were in high school. So I broke up with him the first time, and the second time we got back together, he broke up with me because he had a lot of like issues going on, personal issues, and just his personal issues and the problems we were having in our relationship together, like already, had just kind of made it even worse. So that was that. And then the third time we got back together, and now we're here. Like the third time that we got back together, we got pregnant, married, and all that. So yeah, I guess now you're supposed to ask me.
How'd you know?
I knew that Devin was the one where, when, say we broke up, this was the time that he broke up with me, and you know, I kind of asked, like, is this going to be it? Like, are you sure there's no chance we're going to get back together? And at that point in time, he was like, no. And I was like, okay, I just wanted kind of like closure. But then even knowing that, when I started talking to other people and I did start seeing other people and dating other people, every time like things would like go down, I would just think in the back of my head, I would think like, should I take this like seriously, like, because what if Devin comes back and stuff like that? I would just think, I don't know, even though he said he wasn't coming back. What? You see yourself? Even though he wasn't, he told me that it was pretty much it. I was just kind of like, you never know, he might come back. I was like doubtful in every single relationship from there, because I was like, well, I don't know, like, anything's possible. That's probably the only time I was positive in life, because I'm very pessimistic. Okay, how did you know that you were in love with me?
I knew that I was in love with you because no matter how many times we broke up, no matter how many fights we got into, we always worked things out. And
Yeah, we were pretty good at communicating. Like, even if we were really angry, like we had, and most couples have a lot of trouble with that, but we knew like we would blow up, you know, and then we would like take a little time to ourselves and come back and like talk about it and say like, you know, this really hurt my feelings, or I really don't like when you do that. I don't like when you push my buttons, especially when you know what buttons not to push. And we're both Geminis and we tend to do that to each other. So yeah. How I knew I was in love with Devin was, I mean, it's going to sound complicated, but it isn't. You silly. I knew I was in love with Devin where, like I said, everything just, whatever good came into my life, I always would try and put him in it. Even though he wasn't there, I just always tried to put him in it and stuff. I would be like, even though he's not here, I would be like, but what if he was here? How would he feel about that? I would just keep like asking questions that normally a person who's over someone like shouldn't be asking. And also, I knew I was in love because when we were together, I've always felt safe. Like, I've dated, like, I'm just gonna put myself out there, I dated a lot of guys, Because I fall for people quickly. Like, I like people easily if they're nice. Like, it doesn't take that much, honestly. But with Devin, I just felt like it was a different type of like, and then it started going into love, and then I fell in love because the way he made me feel. He made me feel safe and stable. I felt like I could be myself around him. And with every single guy I've ever dated, I've always had this, like, feeling that I had to, like, I couldn't be myself because when I would try and be myself, like, they wouldn't like it and they would kind of be like, that's weird. And also things that are weird about me because I'm pretty odd. He really loved those things. The things that I used to try and like hide with other people, he would just be like, I love that. And that was pretty much a big deal for me when someone accepts like the things that no one ever like did. So yeah, that's how I knew I was in love with him. How did you know you wanted to marry me? What made you think I want to marry this woman? I want to be with her for the rest of my life.
I knew that I wanted to marry Liana because I always felt that there was an empty spot without her. When she was gone, it just felt like I was missing something. But when we got back together, it felt complete. And it just felt like, well, we keep getting back together. I love her. She loves me. And I just always felt that we were great together.
Yeah, we couldn't stay away from each other, and like I know like it didn't matter what I was doing, who I was with, like he always just popped up into my mind, and I knew I wanted to marry him because it's pretty much the same. Like when I wasn't with him, I just felt like I was half a person. I was just like, this is whack. Like life is so whack without him here, and nothing really had like, I don't know, meaning, at least not for long. I was just very like, I felt very unstable without him. I was just like, what is life without Devin? I know that sounds so crazy, but to be honest, I was kind of a crazy girlfriend. So yeah, that is pretty much the gist of it. In our next video, I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I know I am going to do it for sure. We're going to talk about how we met and, yeah, like how we felt about it. And, yeah, the reason my other son is not in this video is because he is on the couch napping. And he was still supposed to be taking a nap, but he decided to wake up and be in it with us. But, yeah. Say hi, everybody.
Say hi.
He's like, no. Now you're quiet. But, yeah, that's basically it. So I'm very happy at how things turned out. If it wasn't for two people who just never wanted to give up on each other, we probably wouldn't be sitting here with this cutie and that other cutie on the couch. So that's all for this video, and we'll see you in our next. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment. Bye.
Bye.